Now let's move to the next activity in Build, which is titled Model Match. We will choose the correct area model that represents each problem and then use it to solve the division problem. We will answer models B and C together. I will let you answer the rest of the problems after we are done with the lesson. So let's check and let's take a closer look at models B and C. In model B, all of the elements are there except for the what? For the divisor, which we can find from the subtraction operation. That's because the subtrahend here is the product of multiplying the divisor by the number of repetitions, which in this case is 100. That makes us think of the number that when multiplied by 100, it's equal to 700. So the divisor here is what? It's 7. I will write it here. So the dividend here is represented by the minuend in the first division operation, and this is the number 1050. Now to find the quotient, what do? We will add the 100 and the 50 together to get 150. Now when we look at the problems in the given activity, we will find that model B represents the answer to problem 3. Let's write it down together. So what was the quotient? The quotient here was 150, and this is model B. Now it's your turn to complete model C and match it with the division problem it represents, and we will discuss the answer when we get back. Now let's complete the model. We know that we write the divisor on this side of the rectangle, over here. So the divisor is 81. The dividend is the minuend in the first subtraction operation, here, which is what? 9234. Now let's identify the product in each part of the model in front of us. In the first part, what do we have? 8100 is subtracted from the dividend. That makes us think of a multiple of 81 that is equal to 8100. We will notice here that there are 2 zeros in the number, and that means that 81 is multiplied by 100. So the product of the first part here is 100. So here I'm going to write 100. Now let's write it here in the second part as well. Now let's continue. What do I have? The subtrahend that I have in the second part is 810. That means that 81 is multiplied by 10. So the product of this part is 10. Let me write it over here and over there. In the second part, in the next part, what do we have? The subtrahend is 162. And that makes us think of a multiple of 81 that when multiplied by it gives me 162. Now, if we multiply 81 by 1, what do we get? We get 81. Now let's multiply it by 2. Now when I multiply 81 by 2, what do I get? Let's check. 1 times 2, this is equal to what? 2, and 2 times 8, this is 16. So the answer is 162. And this is what we're looking for. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the product of this division part, which is equal to what here? 2. I will write it over here and over there. The last part of the model is similar here. So we are going to do the same exact thing. It's going to be repeated here too. Now to find the quotient, what do? As always, we are going to add 100 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2. So what is my final answer? It is 114.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.